Audio is the most important part of any content creator's work, and filming in a room full of echo could really ruin a video. So Elgato decided to step into the audio space once again and release these, the Elgato Wave Panels, their new modular acoustic treatment system. Hey, I'm Chris Wilmshurst, and this right here is an Elgato Wave Panel. The panels are sold in a starter kit with 6 for around £110 and a 2-pack add-on kit for £40. They certainly aren't cheap, but compared to the basic foam panels you can pick up from Amazon and professional acoustic panels, they sit right in the middle. So let's take a closer look. The foam panels come in this hexagonal shape and feature a dual density construction. The lower level fibre is thicker to absorb low-end frequencies, and the top level is softer, and it's great for high-end frequencies. The foam currently comes in 2 designs. This is one of them, and you'll get 3 of each in a starter kit. Currently you can only buy them in black, but Elgato has stated blue is coming and they're open to suggestions on other colours. The bracket design is really smart. 6 pieces clip together at the ends to create a hexagon shape. There are then mounting points for the foam, holes for drilling into the wall, and mounting slots for the supplied connectors. The brackets are made of a lightweight plastic and they're very brittle, so be careful with them. They do break very easily, like this one. It fell off the wall and snapped at the join in 2 places. So it's currently being held on the wall with 3M tape. The mounting tape supplied isn't the best. I'd highly recommend picking up some of this 3M double-sided tape, as it doesn't leave any marks, and from the 3 or 4 times I've rearranged them, it's been very strong. The supplied connectors are a really intuitive way to lay out your panels. They make sure each panel is aligned perfectly and allows the foam to connect so there isn't any dead space. Once I had them up on the wall, I started to think to myself that 6 just wasn't enough. I work in the corner of my room and film videos there from time to time, and I felt that I would probably need about 6 to 12 to make it more visually appealing. I'm not 100% settled on how it is right now, but I'm glad I can easily pop them off and rearrange them whenever I like. But looks aside, will they actually cut down on echo? Now before we start, I just want to say how good these panels are for an installation perspective. I can just take them on and off with ease, and this will make testing so much faster. Well done, Elgato. So how am I going to test them? Well, we've got 4 microphones laid out, and I'm going to do the test with the panels on and the panels off. I've got a Malmo USB microphone here, the Shure SM7B here. Just out of shot, it's the Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, and on me is a lav mic. So let's find out. This is a test of the Elgato Wave Panels without foam. This is a test of the Elgato Wave Panels with foam. This is a test of the Elgato Wave Panels without foam. This is a test of the Elgato Wave Panels with foam. This is a test of the Elgato Wave Panels without foam. This is a test of the Elgato Wave Panels with foam. This is a test of the Elgato Wave Panels without foam. This is a test of the Elgato Wave Panels with foam. And to my surprise, in the corner it does seem like there is a small difference to the overall echo. From my impressions, it isn't drastic, but there is a noticeable difference. Now the only question you have to ask yourself is that small difference worth spending £100 on? I think to get a huge difference in sound, I would need to fill the majority of this room with them, and realistically, that would probably set me back about £1,200. I don't have £1,200 to spend, and I wouldn't want to personally fill my whole room with hexagonal foam pieces. I mean, they look good, but I don't like them that much. Now I do believe what Elgato are doing here is great, and the moves they keep making in the streaming and content creation space is very much needed. But the wave panels are expensive, and it's very hard to look past that. I'll personally be sticking with the 6 I have for the foreseeable future, as I just can't justify spending that much more money on them. but you might have more expendable income than me. And that's my impressions on the Elgato Wave panels. What do you think? Do you like what Elgato is doing with these? Do you think they make a substantial enough difference? Well, let me know in the comments, and if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.